Well, the food police, though, they're right there with us, gearing up with a new crackdown with more food labeling. Starting 1 year from today, fresh meat and poultry packages will contain nutritional information. Washington's trying to battle obesity. But since labeling started in 1993, the obesity rate, it's gone up, way up. And some fearing food prices will be heading up ahead of this as well. Gary Kay.
There's that government logic again. Look, every time government gets that one hand into something, prices go up for the consumer, but this is going to be two hand, it's going to be feet. Look what they just did with the lunch program, another $4.5 billion of taxpayer dollars, and government gets to tell kids what they're going to eat.
What did you
the
say,
nanny states just get growing bigger and bigger and bigger, my friend.
What did you say, hands and feet? You know why I'm in favor of this? So I don't wind up eating the hands and feet. So I know what's in my food. This is one instance where actually government rules and regulations make total sense.
Mike Norman, the skinniest guy on his set, was kind of snickering too while you're talking.
This ought to be called whatever the government does is bad show, okay? Because that's basically what you're saying here. Look, there's one reason why food, first of all, I don't even look at those labels, but there's one reason why food prices are going to skyrocket, and that's because we allow all this speculation in markets like wheat and corn and soybeans and, for that matter, gasoline, and people having to pay higher prices, which is essentially a tax on working people because we deem it as a good thing that speculation runs rampant, and we've done nothing to stop it.
I want to talk about food labeling.
Yeah, exactly. Joe, you know, listen, government intervention in so many things, you know, we talk about what's happened with our education since we created the Department of Education. Obesity, labeling since it's gone up through the roof. So the government getting involved in this doesn't make me feel comfortable.
Well, the food processing, food packaging industry has been used to tight regulations from the Department of Agriculture on down. So for them to make more disclosures on more products will not be a cost to the consumer really in the end, nor will it be difficult. And for many consumers, they'll enjoy having that information. However, if you think you're going to get beyond that by fighting obesity or some other issue with this, it's wrong-headed policy because, as you point out, despite all this disclosure, despite the transparency, America is getting bigger for whatever the reasons are. Perhaps it has to tie to prosperity more than anything else. But package labeling is not a bad thing, and the government should be at least consistent.
Let's use the reverse argument. Maybe we would have gotten fatter if we didn't have the food labeling, huh? That's a possibility.
Obesity.
But the question is, are they going to go past food labeling? They always go farther and farther. I still remember going back to the Energy Department. It was started in 1978 to get alternative energy. That's worked out very well. My overall point is they just keep getting more and more involved in our daily lives. Let industry do those things. They don't have to do the mandates.
Suit doesn't mean that I'm going to start wearing it to work with nothing else. I mean, there is a line, and we would hope that our lawmakers know the difference.
That one went a little over my head. But, Mike, here's the thing. I think Gary's point is too much government intervention.
Yeah, that's always his point.
It hasn't helped us in any, but he's making a great point.
All right, you know what? Let's go back to the 19th century when you had snake oil salesmen, and let's get rid of the FDA and have people selling things on a street corner that'll poison you right on the spot. I think everybody would be happier with that system, right? Come on. It's very naive. Proposition.
It gets down to a right now, and the government makes the food companies tell us what's in the food.
Yeah, but when the government tells us they're doing it to fight obesity, that's totally disingenuous and wrong.